And today we're looking at how to fix a flat tire. And this is what you're gonna need for today: a jack stand, you may need a tarp, a jack, a tire plug kit, liquid soap, water, we're gonna make soapy water, a spray bottle, which you could get at the dollar store if you don't have one, and you might need all three of these or just one of them: cutting pliers, flathead screwdriver, a pair of scissors or a blade, if you want to keep clean, some gloves, and most importantly, your flat tire. And the first thing we want to do is get our plug and insert it in the plug tool. And we want to do that to be ready once we remove whatever created the hole on the tire to plug it in right away. And that's going to avoid having to fill the tire from scratch. And you might need some effort to put it inside the tool. What we want to do is get it in the middle. And this tool works by having an opening in the middle, so once you pull out the tool, the plug stays but the tool comes out. Remember that safety is the most important thing. So let's go ahead and place our emergency brake, our block stand, on the opposite tire. Let's go ahead now, jack up the car, place our jack stand, leave our jack in case the jack stands fail, and remove that tire. So once we physically inspected the tire, now what we're gonna do is take the soapy water and start spraying it on the tire. And the goal is to be able to spot any air bubbles or soapy bubbles that are going to be created by the air coming out the tire and the soap on the water. And you want to make sure you get full coverage with the soapy water. The air bubbles are not going to look as a big air bubble, but they're going to look like concentrated little air bubbles. As you can see, we spotted our villain, and we could tell it's an Old Faithful nail. So what we want to do now is finish checking the tire all around, because the last thing we want is to fix one hole and have another. The good thing is that once you get to the spot you already checked, the wheel is going to be wet. So there you would know when to stop. If you find more than one hole, then what you would do is just repeat the process. So now that we found our issue, let's get to work. So depending on what you have stuck on the tire is the tool that you're going to need. Usually cutting pliers would get the job done. Sometimes you might need extra strength, so you might go by using the pliers. Or sometimes they're too hard to dig in, so you might need the flathead screwdriver. So what we want to do is take it 3/4 of a way out, and we do that to have our reamer ready in our other hand. So once we get the nail out, we can insert the reamer and start sanding that hole down. And you do that by using a circular motion and an up and down movement for about a minute. And remember, you are going to need strength and your both hands. So now that this tire has kicked your butt, now we're going to get the rubber cement and we're going to place it on the outer part of the tool and recreate the movement once again for 30 more seconds. And we do this to get the most cement coverage on the hole. Now let's take our T-handle plugger and remove the reamer and insert the plug. And this, once again, is going to require strength and your both hands. So channel your inner Thundercat and be ready to push. So the goal is to get 80% of the plug in to then take out our T-handle plugger, which is going to lead to the plug to remain in the tire. So now we can proceed to cut the remaining plug off. Now that you have defeated the evil Lord tire, now we can let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes to let the cement dry. And now you can elect to recheck the tire in case you missed anything. Now that you're confident that there's no air holes, now we could go ahead and place the tire back. You can let your air compressor get back to giving mouth to mouth to that tire. Don't forget, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. That really helps. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our last video.